Hey, sixth grade. So far, we've been making titles for our rock presentation. We've come up with 3 names of sedimentary rocks, and we found pictures of those rocks. Today, we're going to be working on the sedimentary rock cycle. And so when I went to my search engine and typed that in, sedimentary rock cycle, there were a lot of websites that talked about the whole rock cycle. But I just wanted to talk about the sedimentary cycle. This one looks really good, but it has a lot of words that I don't understand, and it's not easy to read. So I'm scrolling down a little bit more, and I really like this website, rocksandmineralsforyou.com, sedimentary_rock. And so when I click on that, I get a step-by-step process for each of the steps in my sedimentary rock cycle. So I'm gonna copy and paste this. I see sedimentary rock formation begins with igneous, metamorphic, or other sedimentary rocks. So I want that to be my first step. So I'm going to do Control C, and now here's the tricky part. So really pay attention. I'm going to click on text box. I'm going to make a text box. I'm going to Control V, and what I got from the website pops in there. Now I need to use quotation marks because these aren't my words. And I can click on the side, see that double arrow, that white arrow? If I click on it and drag it out, it lets everything fit in the box. And I'm gonna cite my source, which is Shift9. 2, this is my second website that I've used so far, and Shift0. So now I've cited my evidence. The next thing I'm gonna do is add an arrow. So if you look over here, they have a line, they'll have an arrow, they have all sorts of these things, but I wanna add an arrow. So I click on arrow, I can draw my arrow, and I can make my arrow bigger by clicking on line weight. I want it kind of big so people can see it. Then to get ready, I'll add another text box. And now I'm ready for my next fact. So I'll come over to the sedimentary rock formation, and it looks like weathering is the next step in my sedimentary rock formation. So I'm going to do Control C. I'm going to go to my rock report and do Control V. And I'm going to cite my evidence, Shift9 to Shift0. And then I'm going to add an arrow. And I want to make it thicker, so I'm going to make it the same size I did before. And then I'll come and I'll add a text box. I'll just keep repeating this until I have all the steps done. So I have my first step, my second step, my third step. Let's find out what's next in making a sedimentary rock. So it goes through weathering, and then it's deposition. So this is called the larger, heavier pieces settle out first, the smaller fragments travel farther and settle last. I like that sentence. I like those sentences. So I'm going to do my shift quotation marks. I'm going to do my Control V, and then I'm going to do my shift quotation marks. And this was from my second website. So make sure you have your quotation marks if you have a sentence. Then we add our text box. And we're ready to go. Let's see what happens after deposition. So we have erosion. And I'll do Control C. And I'll do Control V. And I'll cite my evidence. And then I'll make my arrow. And I'll make it a larger line. There we go. And I'll add a text box. Oh, we're running out of time. So I'm going to keep doing this until I have all the steps from my website. So I'm going to do this for lithification, compaction, and then those are my last 2 steps. And that's how you make it. You're going to just use those arrows and use those text boxes and make sure that you have your citations and your quotation marks. Bye, guys. Have any questions? Let me know.